You're such an asshole.
Hello everybody, Asshole Consulting. I get some weird requests, and this is one where I just get to chat about myself, so I'm actually paid. And yeah, if you want to pay me to tell you about myself, I certainly can. Okay, Captain, however, here's another request for you. Could you please explain how Asshole Consulting actually started? Could you make a video briefly explaining the genesis of your business? Thank you. All right. Long ago, I came up with the idea of Asshole Consulting just because I noticed working in corporate America in general, banking or not, there is a huge shortage and a desperate need for blunt, direct, truthful talk and analysis. To just be, it's the reality principle. If you want to read that post I did on my blog. And it dawned on me that if I could just cut through the bullshit and not have to be nice to people and not pat them on their head and all this bullshit that we do to be polite and civil and not offend, and just be like more like guys in a locker room talk, like, hey, Frank, you're fucking up on side tackle or whatever. It would make for easier, less mentally stressful, and overall a much more successful business. So there was always a lurking idea in my mind. I would like to set up Asshole Consulting. I could just curse at people, and it was originally intended for businesses. So the idea sat for years. And then I noticed the spark that caused it was as my books became a little bit more popular and it was predominantly help self and finance, I get fan mail, but all the fan mail would inevitably have questions like, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it just kept getting to the point where I was spending about an hour and a half a day answering fan mail, and I'm like, shit, I don't have time to answer this shit. And so I thought, well, maybe what I could do is I could set up this Asshole Consulting thing kind of on a lark. I'll say, I'm sorry, I have to charge you for it. Because I don't have the time to answer all my fans' emails, blah, blah, blah. And here's this website. So I set up the website, emails and all that. And literally under the expectations, it would be beer money. Like, this would be the polite way to turn everyone away, kind of be funny, haha, Asshole Consulting, and you could see the fine quality programming job I did with the website. And yeah, one night my boss called me in, work security part-time, and he says, hey, we got an overnight shift. It was a 12-hour shift. I'm like, cool, brought my laptop, programmed it, set up, and that was kind of the cool part, is like learning how to, you get a domain, then you set up your own email, and I always wondered, well, how do you get your name at assholeconsulting.com? So I figured that out. Spent a good 4 to 5 hours programming that site and set up everything and the PayPal. And then as people start emailing me, I say, hey, I'm terribly sorry, but if you like, you can go here and fill out this question, but I just don't have the time. And the weird thing is, people paid. And like, it's about 60% of the people that send me requests end up paying. 40% go away because, well, I didn't know you were going to charge. I thought it was just going to be free. Free everything. Everything should be free. But aside from that, but yeah, that's how it got started. It was just, I always had the idea, but not for the application of answering emails and fan mail. It just ended up being the tool that did it. And I remember, what was it? I was talking to, was it Rollo Tomasi? I asked, I said, do you get a lot of people asking you for help? Because he's more of a father figure and kind of an older, wiser man in the sphere. And he's like, oh, dude, I used to try and answer. And he's like, after a while, he's like, I got sick and tired of being people's therapist. So he just stopped answering. And then I'm like, maybe there is more to this than I realized. So he kind of gave me, I wouldn't say necessarily prompted me to do it, but it was just like, it was confirmation. Like, there was demand out there. The real issue is whether people would pay. And so now we know after, we're coming up, we're going into the 4th year now of Asshole Consulting. 4th year. And yeah, people pay because there's demand. But yeah, that is the odd, obscure genesis. It was an idea I probably got driving or hiking across the country or something like that. And then one night, I think that was the other thing, is like, I had nothing on my to-do list. Like, I had caught up with everything. I'm like, let's set up this Asshole Consulting thing. One night working security at a hospital, and yeah, it was originally just going to be beer money, and it turned out to be a lot more than that. So anyway, if you guys want to pay me to talk about how great I am and my successes. Please, if you like to, if you pay me for what, I'll tell you about failures too. You'll probably learn more from that than my successes. That's if you just want me to talk about me, I'll gladly do that if I'm paid. Anyway, if you have more serious questions, assholeconsulting.com. Let's hope you kids not become the fuck-ups that we Gen Xers and baby boomers are. And you could go ahead, if you can't afford it, go get my books over at Amazon.com. Curse of the High IQ, Black Man's Guide Out of the Poverty, Bachelor Pat in Economics, Reconnaissance Man, and Curse of the High IQ. Did I mention that one? Whatever. You'll find them on Amazon.com. We'll see you later. Toodles.